Everybody, John Morris for BaylorBears.com here at the construction site for the Paul and Alejandra Foster Pavilion. We're with Joe Thompson. He is the Senior Project Manager for Austin Commercial. And Joe, we appreciate your time. I know you're busy because things are hopping back here.
Very much so. A lot of activity going on. Looks like a big anthill out here right now. Working everywhere from putting in underground plumbing and electrical to obviously you see the steel going up. Cast-in-place concrete is going on. We've made 2 slab-on-grade pours to date. And tomorrow morning early, we're going to make our first pour at the concourse level, slab-on-metal deck.
Wow. So let me ask you this, kind of a main basic question. Do you feel like you're on schedule where you'd like to be, ahead of schedule, trying to catch up? Where would you say you are right now?
We're on schedule right now. Obviously, it's an aggressive schedule. We're used to that. A lot of our projects end up that way. But yeah, we are still anticipating being open for the first conference schedule, home game starting in January 24.
Wow, that's great. So kind of, I mean, you've been going for a while now, but now the calendar kind of clicks in. We're right at, I guess, 13 months right now, nearing in the 1-year mark.
That's right. We have about a year left to be ready and have our temporary certificates of occupancy that from the city that allow us to put fans in the stadium.
Hey, nice, great. Well, it looks great. You got a lot of guys and gals working back here behind us. The steel structure. What's the challenge of something like this? And you were part of McLean Stadium and the Clyde Hart Track and Field Stadium projects. What's the challenge of a project like this on the banks of the Brazos?
A lot of it has to do with just soil conditions. Yeah. It's not favorable soil being next to the river. A lot of silty, sandy soils. So instead of a more typical foundation, we went with an auger cast pile foundation. We drilled about 1,300 of those. You typically would have maybe 4 to 5 piles would replace what we would typically do as a single pier. Yeah. So that obviously there's debris in the area that came from the 53 tornado that hit Waco hard. So we've had some challenges related to that, but managed them so far and making good progress.
Did you guys learn anything with McLean Stadium that maybe paid off and helped here on the other side of the river?
Yeah, absolutely. That was my first project dealing with auger cast piles, so we learned a lot there, understanding what we have to deal with being next to the water, the water table, and all of those issues. So yeah, that was great experience. Enjoyed being a part of that landmark project. It was awesome.
Great. So Joe, I mean, it looks great. The steel structure, I mean, driving by on the interstate, I mean, you can see the progress almost daily. And you say some precast concrete is coming in maybe next week.
Yeah, correct. So all of the seating, what we call tubs and risers that actually will hold the fan seats in the stadium, that's on precast concrete that's currently being cast off site. Okay. We'll start taking delivery on that on Saturday, and then so we don't impact the steel structure. Those things kind of have to go up simultaneously as we work our way out of the building. So we'll actually erect that at night. So we'll do kind of a second shift operation there. Wow. So on Monday afternoon around 5 o'clock, we'll start taking delivery of precast and setting it on the steel that you see behind us.
Yeah, man, that's great. Are there, maybe something that I and general fans wouldn't notice, but for you with Austin Construction, are there markers along the way, that you hit at specific times? Any of those that are upcoming?
Precast being set is a big one. Obviously, as steel continues, we'll hit a topping out point. When a big one that's coming probably early in January would be when we start setting the big roof trusses. That'll be an exciting moment, and you'll start to see the roof of this place take shape.
That's great. We'll let you get back to work. We appreciate it. Thanks for the update.
Thank you. Appreciate the opportunity.
All right, thanks. That's Joe Thompson with Austin Construction. He is the Senior Project Manager here at the Foster Pavilion.